Hello and welcome. It's the 9th of May, it's about 9:30 in the morning. After a couple of days of heavy rain, the sun's trying to creep out. It's a very dry and frosty April. That hasn't stopped the weeds from cropping up. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of weeding, show you what's going on, what we got in the ground, what we've got growing at home, what's in the shed/greenhouse, and get my second early potatoes in. Right, let's start with a quick what's going on at the plot. So this bed, I just weeded it, show you a before and after. With the grass paths, the main problem I have is grass encroaching down the edges, but that was covered in cardboard. Not too bad, not too bad. I've got my garlic. I put them in the ground here in January, developed the roots at home, popped them in January. They are doing fine, they are doing absolutely fine. So we'll go on to the next bed. So this next bed got nothing in it, so it does have some weeds. I'm not going to bother weeding that because I've got no plans of putting anything in there in the very near future, so I'll probably be wasting my time. It's not too bad, so we'll leave that for the minute. In here I've got some beetroot I planted a couple of weeks ago, and we've got some peas there and there, so they're coming up nicely. Last year the birds got most of my peas as they cropped up, so I've got some emergency peas in the shed/greenhouse. I'll show you in a bit. That's where I'm putting my second early potatoes very shortly. Some broad beans here, which I sowed the beans in February time. They only came out and got put in the bed a couple of weeks back, but they're not dead. They're looking alright. And then I've got a couple of leeks here that I left to produce flowers and seed. So that's all good. Next bed. It's exciting, isn't it? Overwintered onions. Look at these. They are beautiful. They're a success. But, you know, touch wood. They should be alright. So I put my first early potatoes 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to weed here because I don't want to damage any potatoes that are popping up. This bed, let's just leave that for the minute. It's supposed to be green manure. Dig that over once I decide to put stuff in. Fruit zone, apple tree in blossom, plum tree behind it was in blossom about a month ago. Pear tree, that was in blossom last week, but it's all either blown off, got rained off or whatever. And the cherry tree. All good. Never get any cherries from that though, because I don't net it. The birds get them all, but it looks pretty. Autumn fruiting raspberries, 10 or so of these canes I didn't cut down to the ground like I did with all the rest, so I've just left them about 60 centimetres high and they're already producing flowers. It's just a bit of an experiment there. I've got my currant bushes all coming along nicely. There's another currant bush there. Here we've got 2 lines of autumn fruiting raspberries. So these I did cut to the ground. They've got some nice growth on them. Then let's go to the nursery area. So just something I built a few weeks ago. Just glass around 2 sides, open back, just to provide some kind of shelter from the wind. Got the strawberries doing okay in here. Sunflowers all popping up nicely. We've got a rogue potato that's just popped up. Leave that, see what's going on. And this is the home of a potato, first early potato I left at home and forgot to put in the ground. So I'll put that in a pipe, in a couple of rubble sacks. Let's see what happens with that. Wildlife pond update. So I put these ponds in maybe a month or two ago. That one's just a standard sized dustbin. Dug a deep hole, put that in. That one's like a bucket, and this one's just a dustbin lid. Now, don't know if you can see, I've got tadpoles. I never saw any frog spawn, so I wasn't hopeful of life in there. Looks like there's a snail there as well. So I can officially call them a wildlife ponds. Oh, that's all good, isn't it? That's all good. Right, let us go into the shed/greenhouse. So here we are inside. Let's get the camera, show you what's going on. Second early potatoes, they're going to go in the ground now, chitting for a while, a few weeks. Got a bit of a leak in the shed/greenhouse somewhere. There's a bit of water there. It's probably a good job they're going in now. Salad leaves, planted month and a half ago maybe. Let's have a taste of the first crop of the season. Fresh salad leaves, lovely. Onions, more onions down there. First year of growing onions from seed, so that's alright. I've got my emergency peas here inside, away from the beds. They seem to be doing better than the ones outside. And I got my lettuce here. I did plant some lettuce 2 or 3 weeks ago. Not really much happening with that yet. Oh dear me. More onions in here. It's more weeds than onions. Oh, it's just easy to pick out weeds. But there are onions in there. More onions in there. These onions are going to get taken out of here and put in the ground. These ones are just the spring onions, so they're just going to stay in there. And we've got potatoes in a fish tank. This is week 7. Let's have a look under the cardboard. So potatoes in a fish tank. The notion being, you plant your potatoes in here. The cardboard protects the developing potatoes from the sunlight, but you can see your potatoes develop. Let's see. So you can see the roots developing, you can see the shoots. The soil was at this level. They'd both breached the surface. So I earthed it up. This one's okay, this one has yet to again breach the higher level surface. No potatoes developing yet, but there's no flowers on this yet. So it's all going well. That looks a healthy plant. Yeah, so week 7, we'll keep our eyes on that. So the potatoes are ready, some nice growth on them. Let's get them in the ground before it rains. What's good about this shelf is it just comes off, so I can walk down the allotment with it. There we go, first person's perspective. There we go. And that will be your new home. Keep it really simple. Dig a hole about that deep, put your potatoes in. With that bit pointing up.
Dig. Dave. Dig.
Dig, 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 dig.
Right, so nothing wrong with the soil. It's all nice and loose. Saw a couple of worms along the way. Time to cover them over. So that's my second early potatoes in. I've got my main crop of potatoes to go in a few weeks' time. I wonder what the potatoes make of it all.
I wonder what the potatoes make of it all. I wonder what the potatoes make of it all.
Chitting away, chitting away, chitting away now. Chitting away, chitting away, chitting away now. We like chitting, we like chitting, we like chitting, and we like to chit. Hey up, he's coming, quiet, quiet.
So here we are inside. Let's get the camera. Show you what's going on. Salad leaves.
What's he doing now? I can't see. You've got longer eyes. You have a look. He's eating some salad and banging on about emergency peas. They'll be getting those pet potatoes in a fish tank out next. I'm kind of jealous of those potatoes. Wouldn't you like to be wrapped up in nice warm soil in the dark, having a nice rest? Me? Nah. It's freezing out there. It's freezing out there. But don't you get kind of the feeling you've been in the soil before, like you've been returning home? Nah. It's too cold out there. It's too cold out there.
Seems to be doing better than the ones
But Dave says he was waiting till all the risk of frost has passed and then it'd be safe for us to go out. I don't trust that, Dave. He's got shifty eyes. Be quiet and he might leave us alone. Oh, look out. Here he comes. Put me down, put me down.
Potatoes are ready, some nice growth on there. Let's get them in the ground before.
I am the chosen one.
What's good about this shelf?
Here we go, boys and girls. We're going for a ride. We're going for a ride. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Go. First person's perspective. There we go. And that will be your new home.
What's he doing? What are you doing? You put me in the ground. You put me in the ground. Oh, it's all right in here. It's all right in here. What's he doing now? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's not too bad in here, really. It's a bit dark, but warm enough. I'll just stay here a bit, yeah?
I've got a jungle of stuff going on at home, of course. I've got chilies, peppers, tomatoes. I potted on my aubergines in the end. So all of that, or most of them, will come out to the shed/greenhouse once all risk of frost has passed. I'm not taking any chances with them. So I've got everything in the shed/greenhouse watered with my newly filled water butt from all that rain. Covered my potatoes in a fish tank up in cardboard for another week. Right, that's it for this week. Thank you ever so much for watching. Click subscribe, do send me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.